Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. A lot of requests for a Solana update. I can understand that because Solana is coming crashing down here. And Solana did not manage to hold the 3450 level. In the previous video we looked at the potential here and said there is a chance that this is a wave 1 to the upside. This is a wave 2. This year on part of a wave 3 to the upside. But we only had 3 waves up. That's always what I try to bring across. When you only have 3 waves up, this stuff can fail. So we had here wave 1, here wave 2, here wave 3. We were waiting for support at wave 4 and then a 5th wave to the upside. However, as you can clearly see, it didn't hold wave 4 support. What does that indicate? It indicates that only with 3 waves up, this could very well now be an impulse down, and all of this messy price action to the upside was just a correction. So again, here it's just important again to understand that some charts give confidence and some don't. With Solana, I've mentioned, because this is just a leading diagonal in the best case in a wave 1, a leading diagonal, we need confirmation. And we didn't really get confirmation here. So that doesn't really give a lot of trust here. So I would, there's now, or maybe for everybody who's sort of new to Elliott wave, always what you want to see. You want to see 5 waves to the upside to get an indication that the trend has shifted. Now, with this move from the low at around $26, we could count 5 waves up, but it's only a so-called diagonal pattern. There is a difference between impulses, which is a clearly impulsive wave, which clearly indicates the trend has shifted, where there's never certainties, but it is higher probability. And there is diagonals. A diagonal pattern can very easily also be counted as a corrective wave up. Because we did hold support in 3 waves, I did count it as a 1 and 2, looking at this as a potential 3rd wave. But again, of course, what we want to see for confirmation is 5 waves in the 3rd wave. Now, because this never happened, when you only get 3 waves up and you break through support, that can indicate 2 things. It indicates that we are still in an overall, let's call it bullish possibility, so that this is indeed a wave 1, but then that this here was just a wave A, an overshooting wave B, and we're now coming down in wave C of 2. So that basically this wave 2 is still possible. It is just an extended one. So just to highlight that here, this as a wave A, which is fine because this is a 3-wave move, right? And if you have here an overshooting wave B, it needs to be a so-called expanded flat pattern, or running flat, but probably an expanded flat. And in an expanded flat, you would look at going below the low of the wave A, so we would need to get below $30.27 to complete the C wave. So, a bit like that, This would be the best case for Solana now, because it would indicate there is still a chance to rally in a 3rd wave after finding support in this area. However, it doesn't have much more space because the Fibonacci levels still are important. So on the way up here in a wave 1, we draw the Fibs, and whatever happens, Solana must not drop below $28.43, which is here the 78.6% Fib level. Because if it drops below that level, it would indicate that this is actually an impulse to the downside. All of this. So let me zoom out. Let me explain. So if it fails that level, just below the 78.6% retrace, it's normally very unlikely that this is still a wave 2. And if it goes below that level, it is mostly a bearish pattern, most likely. That means that we are most likely going to go below the June low. Okay, hopefully that was clear. So this is the bullish interpretation, the bullish pattern. It has lost massive confidence and massively in reliability by breaking down after 3 waves. I have to say that. I said it before, this chart is not very reliable yet. And I think it just shows it, right? It's worth focusing on the coins that show a highly likely or highly reliable pattern. And I've mentioned these coins in the past. Solana doesn't, There is a bullish potential here still. There was a bullish potential here, bullish potential here, yeah, and there is one still, but it needs to hold the $28.40 level. Or what did I say? $28, yeah, I think 40 level. In the worst case for Solana, so let me So in the worst case for Solana, all of this was just a wave 1 to the downside. This here is currently a wave 2 to the upside, and we will break down in a wave 3 afterwards. There will be a wave 4 up and a wave 5 down. And this would get very likely if we drop below that $28.40 level. Remember here what we said? Yeah, we said down here when we were in the middle of October, before we saw the breakout of the wedge, that we would ideally want to see one more low, because the pattern has not confirmed a reversal yet, and we still haven't seen that confirmation. We did briefly break above 34.50, and I told you if we get above that level, we can unlock prices to $39. I think that was spot on. But then I said, for a real confirmation that this chart is flipping bullish and to unlock prices to $48, we need to break above the wave A high at 39. Yeah. So to get above that level, we will then, well, if we get above that level, it would unlock prices to 48. And really the main level where also the daily chart trend flips bullish sort of on the higher time frame is $48. Since June, we haven't broken that level, okay? So, but yeah, here in the short term, messiness, yeah, this is not great. This retracement today, it looks very impulsive for Solana, and it just proves that it's a good idea to focus on, let's say, charts which are highly reliable, yeah, and that there aren't many at the moment. There are a few good ones, and Solana is still not there, yeah. There is some potential there, but it's not enough yet to give a clear statement that we're definitely back in an uptrend, right? So here it remains the case to be on the side of caution with Solana. We failed to move up in 5 waves. That's always a warning sign, and I think it's now worth observing here. There's a chance to reverse from here, of course, in a wave 3. There is a chance, but I would want to see it hold now, which it needs to hold the 28.40 level. And unfortunately, this move down doesn't have a lot of structure. So there isn't really a clear level where I could tell you that if we get above that level, it would suggest this move down is over. I think the earliest scenario, or the earliest confirmation that we get that this is starting to move up again, is 36.40, and below that level there is still downside pressure. Okay, and that's my update about Solana. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.